everybody. I'm Lara Trump coming to you from my home in New York, where we're hunkered down to help flatten the curve. In this war, Americans are praising a new type of warrior on the front lines. Joining me is a former member of the FBI Anti-Terrorism Task Force, Steve Rogers. Steve, welcome back. We love having you on.
Oh, my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right, so give me your thoughts. We have a whole new type of warrior out there. The frontline warrior now in this country seems to be the doctors, the nurses, the staff at hospitals all across America. What are your thoughts on these incredible people?
Well, I spoke to a few of those incredible people that haven't been spoken much about in the media. And that's the custodial staffs, the janitors,
Yes.
the people working so hard to make sure that the doctors, the police, and others could perform. So I spoke to a few of them about a week ago on the phone. And one individual I spoke to, what she said struck me. She said, you know, President Trump, I like him. And I said, well, what do you like about him? And he said, for the first time in my life, 30 years, a janitor cleaning up everyone else's mess, the President of the United States recognized us. He put pride and he put so much spirit into us, and it just lifted us all up. So there's your frontline warrior that only a president like President Trump could, you know, reach out and touch their hearts. It was a very heartfelt moment, I got to tell you.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, you bring up a great point. I mean, this is a president who I think has reached out to people consistently throughout his career previously as a businessman who many times I think people felt like they were forgotten. We saw that he was always the guy out on the campaign trail shaking hands with the police officers, thanking law enforcement. He continues to do that. Now, I want to switch over to talk about the media a little bit. We see that this president, Steve, has been so transparent. He is out there every day for around 2 hours a day in these press briefings answering every single question, making sure that the American people get all the information that they need, that the government can share with the people of the United States. And no surprise, he gets criticized nonstop. How have you taken the president's press briefings, and what are your thoughts on how the media has responded throughout this?
No president in my lifetime, and perhaps in my mother's lifetime, God bless her, she's 94 years old, has ever been treated by the press the way President Trump has been treated. And the irony of all of this is that the way the press is treating the president is backfiring badly on them.
Yep.
When right here, I read today, all right, in New Jersey, some newspapers are folding up. They're laying people off. They're losing their jobs. Advertisers are pulling their advertisements. Why? The people have really spoken. They're not buying their products anymore, their publications, and those major media outlets, and we know who they are, that have continuously gone after the president. Their ratings are so low, I really believe that they're going to be out of business soon. So people of this country, despite what the media is saying, supporting this president. And we'll find out in November, won't we? And one doesn't have to predict what's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. And I've said it on the air, landslide, 50 states. I really, truly believe that.
50. You heard it right here, folks. Steve Rogers is predicting 50 states for Donald Trump. I love that. Well, Steve, I want to ask you, how are you doing in quarantine? Obviously, this is a unique situation for all of us. How's it going at home? How has your life changed?
Well, here's what's happened. I am the director of the Department of Health here in Nutley, New Jersey. And because of the president's policies and breaking down a lot of red tape, what was really good, I mean, really good for my department, and I'm sure other health departments in municipalities across the country, is getting that immediate, transparent information that he is not only giving on national television, but it's filtering down to the states. You know, when I hear these governors and other people complaining, well, come on down into the neighborhoods, and you'll see how effective the president's plans have been to get the information we need to our law enforcement officers, our first responders, and the citizens. So, you know, nothing's been hidden from the people. And this is significant because it's important that they know exactly what's going on. As far as my life is concerned, my wife and I were home all day. She loves it. I cooked for her today. She really loved that.
Oh.
She was laid off, all right? And her position has been, you know what? I'm getting laid off, but every time the president gets on the air, he gives me hope. And you know what's really interesting is he seems to be the only individual fighting to get people back to work. I mean, he gets criticized because he wants to get people back to work. And my wife said to me, you know, he seems to be the only one that wants to get us back to work. So we're comfortable. We're doing the best we could. But when you have a leader leading from the front, not from the rear, leading from the front, you have a general who, and I liken unto this, Laura, if I may. He's been criticized for what they would say is all of his encouraging words, okay? He's giving hope to people. No general, I've been in the military my whole life, no general goes out into the battlefield and tells the troops that they're going to lose. That general goes out there and tells the troops, we're going to win, win, win. And our commander-in-chief says we're going to win, we're going to win.
You got that right. I've played sports my whole life. It's the same way with your coaches. They got to preach that positive message. We hear it every day from this president, as you point out. Well, Steve, listen, we wish the best to you and your wife, and I'm sure you both know no better person could be in charge to bring us back out of this and get things working on the other side than President Donald Trump. So in the meantime, keep up the cooking. Maybe we'll do a cooking segment with you later, but you guys stay safe and healthy, and thanks for everything you do every day.
Thank you for what you're doing, and God bless you.
As the battle carries on, America's gratitude to our frontline warriors is endless. That's the real news for today. If you'd like to get involved with Team Trump, go to donaldjtrump.com or text Trump to 88022 to join our winning team. I'm Laura Trump, coming to you from my home in New York, encouraging you to stay safe throughout this crisis. Thanks for joining us, everybody.